Hit subscribe and press the bell notification button to never miss a video. Hi and welcome or welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Shivangi Lahoti, aka Your Designer Didi, and welcome to day 3 of your Dream Fashion Life Challenge, where every single day I take you through one mini training which helps you get closer to your dream fashion life. To all of those people who are new here and have recently joined us, well, my name is Shivangi Lahoti. I'm a NIFT Mumbai and FIT New York alumni with a certification from IMM, Dubad in Creative and Cultural Businesses. While in college, I got like 3 awards and also the Dean's List of Honor in FIT. And not to brag, but got to brag just for you to know that I know what I'm talking about and I'm here to help you. And over the last few years, I've been featured on a lot of platforms. And I run my own design label. I am a content creator and I've been creating videos on this platform for the last 4 years. And I'm so excited that we are celebrating our 70,000 subscriber and yeah, counting. Also, of course, December 2020, I started my own design academy, which is Designer Shala, and I absolutely love it. And I love how many of you love it as well. So, welcome, one and all. And just to recap on day 1 and day 2 of our training. Day 1 was all about professional goal setting, decluttering our lives, and getting focused. However, day 2 was understanding the importance of a resume, roadmap on making that perfect resume, understanding who actually reviews your resume so that you accordingly plan it. And of course, today is day 3, which is my most favorite day because today we will be learning all about what is a portfolio, 5 tips to make a great portfolio, and also some bonus advice because I love giving you guys my advices and tips and yarns. Unfortunately, I hope that they work for you. So, what exactly is a portfolio? A portfolio is a document which not just showcases designs but also the process itself. It is as much about your design approach, process, and results as it is about the design itself. Your portfolio is basically an extension of your personality. And each portfolio is unique to its designer. It's meant to show your specializations and your strengths. It's something where basically a reflection of you can be seen, and these could be your personal specific skills, right? You could be really good at embroideries or illustrations or garment constructions or textile development or prints. You could be good at digital art. Whatever your strength is, that needs to show and reflect in your portfolio. And what does each project have? A portfolio is basically a combination and an amalgamation or a mix of various projects which you've done, to build that portfolio. And each project should ideally have concept board, theme board, mood board, look board, color board, illustration board, your flat drawings, your fabric swatch board, your actual design photo shoot. If you've gone ahead and actually done a photo shoot and actually, created the garments from scratch, then it should also have all of those things. And I know it sounds really overwhelming, but a lot of things here can actually mix and match. And your concept board and your theme board could be one board. In fact, a lot of times I have gone ahead and made my theme, look, and color board, in the same sheet, or I've gone ahead and made my concept, mood, and color board in the same sheet, or maybe my fabric color and mood board. It depends. You can always mix and match. You don't have to make individual boards for everything, but these are some things that your projects should be having. While you're discussing about the you know process of your project, this is the process of your portfolio. This is the work which goes behind every project, which any person who's hiring you or taking you in would want to see. Also, there's some additional boards like having a forecast board, having a learning diary, etc., etc., which gives you an added edge. And yeah, your fashion illustrations are basically the backbone of your portfolio. They convert your concepts to creations. So every time, as a fashion designer, or as a textile designer, or as a knitwear designer, or as an accessory designer, the illustrations that you do, respectively, to your field, whether you're making accessories or you're making textile prints, it's really, really very important because that is the backbone of your entire portfolio. That is where the examiner, if you are applying for design schools or if you're applying for jobs and internships, where the brand owner or the hiring manager actually gets to see your skill sets and gets to see how good you are as a designer and how evolved your design thinking skills are. So now let's get to the meat of this video, which is 5 tips for making a great portfolio. One is you need to have one big cohesive theme for your portfolio. You cannot have multiple ideas which do not go along together. You need to have one big cohesive theme, and there need to be elements which need to be universal. And these elements could be your layout, your alignment, your font, and your color palette. You pre-decide your color palette before you get started with your portfolio. You pre-decide your theme, your layouting, if it is going to be center aligned or left aligned or right aligned, the kind of fonts that you will be using. You cannot have different fonts for each project. You need to restrict yourself to 2 to 3 fonts, maybe 4, but all in a similar family so that they look nice. Typography in itself is an art. Now you could go for something floral as a theme, you could go for something more geometric, you could go for something more abstract or organic. It's completely on you, but you need to have a theme for your portfolio, and while you're designing your portfolio, that needs to come across very clearly. Number 2 is curating the best. Quality over quantity. Don't think that, just by putting in 20 projects, you'll get the gig. No, nothing substandard to be put in your portfolio. Edit your portfolio and re-edit it as much as possible. Add new projects if and when required, and tailor make your portfolio depending on the kind of brands that you're applying to, right? Only the best work makes the cut. And also, add the kind of work you want more of. So if you want to get into more embroidery related projects or maybe bridal wear, go ahead and create more such projects for yourself. When you put them in your portfolio and send it out to those specific brands, they feel that you already know about their niche and you already know about their design sensibilities, and then you automatically become like a good choice for them to at least call for an interview, right? So whatever it is, whether it's digital skills, whether it's printing, whether it's garment construction, you decide. But your portfolio should kind of very instantaneously, the moment somebody lifts it up and opens it, they should be able to see and differentiate you from other people and be like, oh, this is the work of a fashion designer who specializes in haute couture, or who specializes in evening wear or intimate wear, or active sportswear or menswear, etc., etc. Now, planning your projects is really important, and that's tip number 3 for you guys. Decide on the end goal of your portfolio before you get started. Okay, plan newer and more relevant projects for your portfolio. If there are projects which are more redundant, and then they kind of don't go ahead with, they don't go well with the vibe of your portfolio, please learn to eliminate and declutter your portfolio from unnecessary bulk. You don't want them to see any substandard work. You want them to see the very best, right? And share the design process for each project. This is how you plan your portfolio. This is how you make sure that only the best works make it. And your end goal, when I say it, what I mean here is that if you're applying to become a kids wear fashion designer, then you have to keep that in mind while designing your portfolio. You cannot have lehengas and cholis on your portfolio applying for a kids wear label. Yeah. Now I have some layouting tips for you. Okay, point number 4. Choose your 5 main projects. These are your best projects which emphasize your skills. Okay. You cannot have any fillers which are just fillers. You need to have only killers. So if you're having one-off filler projects, which they call it as okay, substandard work which will pass, no, you cannot do that. You need to have absolutely amazing, impeccable work, regardless of it being a one-pager project or not. So these one pagers could essentially be digital art that you've done. Maybe they could be photography work that you've done. Maybe they could be like some styling project that you did. But the work has to be absolutely amazing. It has to still go with the same theme in terms of the layouting and the alignment. And if it's a one pager, make sure that it's something that blows their mind away and shows them that other than the niche that you're focusing on, which could be bridal wear, which could be western wear, which could be active sports wear, which could be kids wear, you also have these other things that you're good at. So it just shows your versatility as a designer. And I want you to make sure that you put only killer projects, okay, even if they're one pagers. No fillers, no substandard work. पहले खुद तो आप decide करो ना कि आपको substandard काम नहीं करना है. You have to be very very clear that you don't want substandard work, right? So you automatically have to also put in only the best work so that you get the best job. Now, your first project should be the best. Your first impression, obviously, everybody knows it. Your first impression leaves a mark. So it has to be the absolute best. And also, your last project can be the second best. And then in between, you have all the second bracket A, second bracket B. What I mean here is that all your projects have to be the best. The least that you can do is maybe have one project which might not be like 100 but could be an 85, but nothing below an 85. Okay, if you mark it below 85, it shouldn't be going, or maybe even a 90. Yeah, that's my topper brain talking, but okay, only your king projects, only your best projects make the cut. And in between these best projects, you could have one page of fillers, but those fillers are also supposed to be killers. And self initiated work. This is something that no one talks about. You just feel that whatever projects you've done in design school is enough. You feel that whatever projects you've done in your company is enough. Well, for design school, you're working on certain briefs that you've been given by colleges and your faculties. For companies, you're working on certain briefs that your clients have given to you. Where is your own design aesthetic, right? Where is that own self initiated project which you've done out of passion? And that is so important. Take up small projects which are personal and put them in your portfolio. These are other than the ones that college or your work made you do, and these are the ones that actually show the hiring manager or the recruiter that you're actually really good at something else altogether, or you have your own mind and you're not just doing things for the heck of it, but you're actually so passionate about design that you took the time out to work on your own side passion project. And chances are they'd be more interested in your passion project than all the other projects that you're putting in there. Be yourself and put in your own work. Your portfolio speaks for you on behalf of you. So make sure you train it well. And when I say you train it well, make sure it only has your best, very best works. Activity for today's challenge is make a cover for your portfolio and share it with us on Instagram, tagging Designer Shala. And if you've not made an Instagram account and you're not on it, it's absolutely all right. Just leave a comment here and let me know that you've done the activity. I trust you guys and I know you wouldn't deceive me or yourself because this is for your future. But think of a minimal cover for yourself, which is an extension of your design sensibilities. Do not take images from the internet. Please, your cover has to be your own designs. This is another mistake that a lot of people do, which is they just take images from the internet and put it out there. If the cover of your portfolio itself is not your own work, how is the examiner or the hiring manager or the recruiter or the college that you're applying to supposed to believe that the work inside is not plagiarized and is your own? Little something to think about, but yeah, participate in this. And if you're watching this after March 5th, just do it for yourself and not for the giveaway, but for your future and career. I'm going to see you guys next time now, which is tomorrow, day 4, fourth day of training. Mwah. Bye.